This is a mourning dove. I remember hearing them in the early morning hours. Their comforting cooing sounds in the near darkness as I lay in bed. I've always really liked mourning doves. Something about the way these birds just are makes me feel at peace. With this series, I wanted to understand mourning doves better and found some interesting things about them that I hope makes you appreciate them better too. Mourning doves can be found everywhere around North America. They are our native birds. They're medium-sized birds about the size of a pigeon and are related to pigeons. They have a pale pink-brown, clay-colored body, small round head, black mark on a neck, black spots on wings, dark medium-sized bill, a long pointed tail, and pink feet. Mourning doves have an interesting name. When I first heard their name, I thought mourning meant morning, as in the time of day, but actually meant mourning, as in to lament or an expression of deep sorrow. That felt weird to me, as these birds did not seem particularly sorrowful. According to history, they're called mourning doves because of the sound they make. Their cooing sound, made by puffing their chest without opening their bill, makes it sound like they were mourning, similar to traditional mourning of a loved one or mourning in funeral chants as well. I always thought that their cooing sounded like an owl. Another fascinating sound you can hear is that if you've ever heard a mourning dove fly away, you might have heard a whistling sound. Okay, that was kind of bad. Add audio. I've always thought that this sound was coming from the birds themselves, but actually, the sound is coming from their wings. Apparently, their wings are structured a certain way so that the air passing through them makes the sound. On a side note, it was kind of fun to see how people describe the sound in text format. Ta-da! Going into some natural history, mourning doves were also known as the American mourning dove, the rain dove, and colloquially as the turtle dove, and was once even known as the Carolina pigeon or Carolina turtle dove. Their scientific name is Zenaida macrora, with Zenaida introduced in 1838 by the French naturalist Charles Lucien Bonaparte, commemorating his wife. Macrora coming from macros, which means long, and oros, meaning tail. As part of the Columbidae family that contains pigeons and doves, the mourning doves are most related to these doves, the eared dove and the squirrel dove. Other doves you might see around the US are Eurasian collared doves that look similar but not the same, and also these doves. Speaking of how they live, mourning doves can be found in open spaces, fields, backyards, overhead perches. Mourning doves mainly eat seeds. You can see them feed on the ground. One thing I found interesting is that unlike other seed-eating birds that crack open seeds before eating, mourning doves just eat seeds whole. They store the seeds in a part of their esophagus called the crop. Then they fly to a safer place and digest the seeds in their crop. Did not know that. As birds whose range covers North America, mourning doves have a huge population, so much so that they are hunted as game birds, and there's still approximately 167 million birds in the US in 2021. Mourning dove pairs mate for life and can breed fast and have up to 6 broods per year. That's a lot. With 2 chicks per brood. Look at these little babies. They're called squabs. Ah! And then these babies grow into beautiful mourning doves. And that's how they come to be everywhere. These soft yet prolific birds are amazing to learn about. Mourning doves are everywhere. I hope you were able to learn something new about them. Please feel free to share times you've seen them around you. Thanks for watching.